Alright. Alright, Gotham Comics is back, guys. Oh man. I have a lot of books to show. And it has been a while. A lot happening. I've got a lot of books, but I've been able to pick up here and there. Not as much as usual. My brother got married, which is really, really exciting. And yeah, just kind of gearing up for the holidays, and I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to jump right into it because I have so many books. This book here is New Universe Star Brand #1. Pretty cheap book. You can get it for between like 50 cents and $1. It's the first appearance of Star Brand, who's a cosmic character, and what prompted me to pick it up is actually this right here. Marvel Legacy, which is basically Marvel's new, kind of like their rebirth. I picked it up a week or two ago, and I thought it was decent, and Star Brand features prominently in here. So I figured, why not? You know, not too many silver, bronze, and copper first appearances that you can get for 50 cents these days, so why not? My girlfriend took the LSAT, and I needed to drop her off and pick her up, and I had a lot of time in my hands, so I went to a yard sale, and I got this. New Guardians #2, first appearance of Snowflame, who is a villain that gets his power by snorting cocaine. So how about that, huh? Yeah. Really oddball stuff. So next couple books. So my brother, I only have one, so the one who just got married, he's got a friend who had me come over his parents' house, and he had like 20 long boxes of comics, and he basically let me pick out what I wanted, just like his collection from like the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Got to pick out whatever I wanted. I got everything for pretty much $1, except for like 2 exceptions at the end, because not that he didn't know what he had, but he knew what he had. He was just really cool about it. And I got a lot of books off of him. That's actually where a brunt of this haul comes from. So let me see if I can fly through some of these. Already off to a really bad start. This is the second series, Fury of Firestorm, #23, first appearance of Felicity Smoke. And this book was kind of in a weird place. It was like a $5 to $10 book even when Arrow first started. And now, like, I don't know, I see it going over 15. And I was so happy to get this for $1. Like, can't beat it. Really minty copy of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man #1 from his first series, first appearance of Firestorm. And then I was hunting so none of his books were in like any kind of order. Like, it would be like X-Men, X-Men, Spectre, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man, Firestorm, like just no rhyme or reason, so they weren't in order at all. But he said that he had a whole run of Spectre, and I was just like waiting for this to come up. And finally it did. Spectre 54, first modern appearance in Mr. Terrific. I've always loved that cover, and it's just so tough to find. Like, this is the one that's picked out of every bin. Because, like, if Spectre's going to be in a bag issue bin, like, this one, of course, is going to be missing. I was talking to a store owner about this book, my local comic book store owner, and he was like, yeah, this is the only one in the whole series that's worth anything. And, to finally have it, I'm just so happy. This is kind of a minor book. It's Amazing Spider-Man 500. I think this is like a J. Scott Campbell cover. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe, I don't know. It's a really great cover anyway, and it goes for some money. So, again, you know, for $1, definitely happy to grab it. So I'm already off to a good start. And then this popped up, and he had a whole run of X-Men from like 100 to 280, but he was missing a few of, like, he was missing First Phoenix, he was missing Dazzler, he was missing Gambit, but he did have this, so I figured I'd get it. This is the last, I believe this is the final issue of the Dark Phoenix saga, if I'm not mistaken. But I honestly, like, of all the Marvel titles, the one I know the least about is X-Men, and I really need to work on that. But you know, again, this is like a really minty copy, so I couldn't leave it behind, not for like $1. So, all right, and then finally got this X-Men #4, first appearance of Omega Red. Who knows where this book is going? Seems logical that they would go with Omega Red in the near future. And then these two books, just kind of got them as a set. Figured it made sense to do so. Wolverine, not Wolverine, I'm sorry. Uncanny X-Men 450 and 451. This is the intro of X-23 into the X-Men title. Great cover art, both pretty minty again. Happy to get them for really minimal cost. And I totally recognize like how lucky I am to have done this. Not every day that you find someone with a 20 long box collection that's willing to have you just like purge it. Wolverine Origins #10, first Dakin, I believe. You know, another good modern key to get for less than cover price. Like, can't beat it. Then I was really surprised to see this in here, or in there. X Factor #5. This is the cameo first appearance of Apocalypse. I picked up #6 too, but I actually already sold it. And I'll tell you right now, I also picked up Amazing Spider-Man 315, or 314 rather, and 361, and I sold them both. So those are gone. Hope everyone's doing well in the community. I'll be honest, like, I almost thought I wasn't gonna make another video. I don't know. I don't want to get into too much drama, but I don't know, if you really care, you can private message me. Emperor Joker #1. You know, easy dollar purchase, cool cover. If anyone knows whose signature this is, let me know. It doesn't seem like it belongs to any of these guys. So I would be very appreciative if you could maybe match the signature for me. I got a whole lot of Batman modern book, not a whole lot, but a decent amount. Starting with 608. Started the Hush storyline. Really happy to get that for $1. I think I've said this before, but it's like a mission now for me to collect issues of Batman from 600 to 700 purely for the art. I've read a bunch, and the stories are great too. I'll tell you right now that 635 was not in there, but I'm going to see if I can take another look at his collection, because I could have possibly missed it because they were 20 long boxes. Here's 612, the classic Batman Superman cover by Jim Lee. Really nice. And then this is the first cover appearance of Damian Wayne, who shows up here at 657. Alright. Now, all the books I've shown from his collection are pretty awesome. Like, I'm so delighted to have everything I've got. But the last 3 books are just what really made this haul. So this one here I got for $1 still, and I am so stoked. I love this book. Batman Adventures Mad Love. Man. Unbelievable. To get it for $1, like, so nice of him. This is so minty, and just the camera really isn't going to do it justice. I'm so happy to have this. It is gorgeous. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Man, it is awesome. Alright, so the last 2 he did charge me over $1 for, because not that he didn't know what this was, but I think he just knows that they're hotter books. So there's this one, New Mutants 87, and he had a whole run of New Mutants, and I want to go back and take another look. He knows for sure he doesn't have 98. I didn't see 98. I paid $50 for this copy of New Mutants 87, so that's pretty good. So pretty happy about that. It's not it's not near mint, but I would give it at least an 8.5. I think that's fair. And I was originally thinking about flipping it, but I think I'm going to hold on to it for a little while. I'm pretty confident I can find another one in the wild. Like, I really am confident about it. So, we'll see. Then again, I'm also confident that I can find a New Mutants 98 out there in the wild for not too much, but we'll see about that too. Seems like it's going to be less likely. And then there was this. Amazing Spider-Man 300. Really happy to get this one too. This is actually my second copy, and I'm going to hold on to this one for a little bit. This is like just an easy investment book. It's got a couple issues. Well, really just one. There's just some oddball fading right there. And I don't know. I still think it's at least in the 7s. Certainly will be an easy flip once the movie gets here. So that's everything I got from my brother's buddy's house, which was great. Went into a local comic book store and picked up this guy here. Really nice copy of New Teen Titans, number 16, first appearance of Captain Carrot. This book had been eluding me for a while, and it's just a wacky book anyway. I might have paid like $6 for it, but I'm really happy to finally have it. And then I was really happy to get Invincible Iron Man number 7 for cover price. First Riri Williams. Pretty awesome. Alright. Instagram deal. If you have Instagram, I highly recommend you follow Rebecca's Comic Trunk. She has a lot of books, and she does sales pretty often. And I actually did a trade with her for this one. I traded her my Where Monsters Dwell number 1 for this. First appearance of the High Evolutionary, Thor 134. Probably in fine shape. Really happy with that. And then, okay, so now I'm really winding down. My battery on my camera has been really acting up, and I've had to like rush. Like, I wanted to not have to go so quickly. So I went to another local shop, and they were doing $3 Bronze Age, so I'm just going to fly right through these. So everything that you're going to see for the next few, all $3. Marvel Team Up 141 with Daredevil. There's some debate over whether this is the first black costume or not, but I figured pick it up. Why not? Thor 169, first appearance of Man God. Amazing Adventures 18, first Killraven. Really cool book. Here's one that's going for a decent amount of money, at least $20. I'm happy to get it for $3. Green Lantern 141, first appearance of the Omega Men. And then I picked up this Adventure Comics 356, I believe, or 354. First appearance of Pharaoh Lad, who's this character on the left. I mean, it's a Silver Age book in nice shape, 12 cents, you know, why not? And then I managed to finish my run of Claws of the Cat. Got 3 and 4. So pretty happy about that. Alright, only a couple left. This actually went faster than I thought, in part because of that stupid battery. Went to another yard sale, and he had a lot of books, but someone beat me to the punch, so I only picked out one. The seller had said he had an Iron Man 55, but neither myself nor the guy who beat me there, and I saw his whole box, I knew exactly what he got. Neither of us got the Iron Man 55. Seller thought he might have sold it, but happy to get this cover, you know, cool cover. Alright, 3 books left. So the first is this one right here. Greed, number 6. First appearance of Milk and Cheese. First of all, it's just a wacky cover, and I think I almost wanted it mostly for that. But I had seen this in Hero Hunter 81's video a long time ago. And this is actually the last issue of this magazine, which I think is like why it makes it hard to find, because it's the last issue. So it's really tough to find. And I had been watching this on eBay for a while. this book, like, there's some people who want like 1,000 for it, and then there are some people who want hundreds for it. I paid less than $50 for it. I don't remember the exact number, but I didn't break the bank on it whatsoever, and it's in decent shape. But you know, I just think Milk and Cheese is really wacky and cool. And I mean, look at that freaking flaming carrot! Like, come on, just looks weird, and it's cool. So I figured I'd get it. And then to Mua, he's a guy on YouTube and he has an Instagram. Hooked me up with Luke Cage, Hero for Hire #1. I bought this off of him on Instagram. It's a decent copy. I'd probably say it's like VG plus shape. Nice guy, easy to deal with, packs well. And then hopefully it doesn't cut off. Last book is Two Fisted Tales 18. This is another book that's difficult to find, especially in nice shape. And this one's in really nice shape. I'm really happy with it. This is the first war book in the EC title. It's a Golden Age book, 10 cents, pretty wide, great artwork, and I'm really excited to have it in my collection. Like, just not a book you see every day. So full disclosure, I do have more books to show, but I don't think I'm going to have the battery life to show them. And who knows, you know, what's going to happen with Christmas coming up. And I mean, very well could be that I do like one more mini haul, or I might just save that for 2018 and then just wait maybe wait a month and then do my key issue recap of 2017. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone enjoyed the books. If I don't hear from you, have a really nice Halloween. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I should hopefully have some more before Christmas. A nice little 2017 wrap-up. I'm sorry I flew through these books, and if the battery cuts out, whatever. But I genuinely hope everyone's doing well. Thanks a lot for subscribing and staying subscribed. And I know that there was a support the community tag. I just got really busy with the wedding. I was the best man. It ended up being a really nice ceremony. I would have loved to do that tag, but I don't support the community by making like videos all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just not my style, you know. But you know, this is cathartic for me. Like, I like going through bins. I went to a store today and they were having a huge sale, and it was fun going through bins. And now it's really fun to just kind of sit back and talk about them and show them, and then organize them and put them in their rightful boxes. I know that I actually had to buy my 6th short box, so I'm thinking about going the Cougar Comics route and building my own comic book display case. Who knows though? Anyway, like I said, hope you're all doing well. Have a great Halloween, everybody. Stay safe, and Gotham Comics out.